like we don't learn anything.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if this is your first time here. My name is Gareth and this is Book Songs and Other Magic. And for this video, I'm going to be talking about what I hope to read in March, or at least, well actually, yeah, I think I should be able to get through these. So if you've seen the recent video I put up a few days ago, I said that I'd struggled reading in February, that there wasn't nowhere near as much stuff read as I normally would read. And I particularly said that I hadn't read this, The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat. So I am going to be reading that this month, as soon as I can. So I've already started, but I'd like to finish it so I can tell the people that were interested in joining me on screen that I'm ready. So in the meantime, I'm not going to stress about it. I'm just going to read this at some point, or finish it at some point very soon. So that's the book club thing, but I'm also trying to make an effort to take part in the what's it called? The Read Good book challenge from Ben Reads Good. And for March, so far it's been fine. January, February sorted. For March, the prompt is connected to the Ides of March, which is March the 15th, and it's about reading a book with 15 letters in the title. And as we are now in March, I've whittled it down to 2 books. So it's either going to be JG Ballard's The Drowned World, which was one that I mentioned when I did the video about me taking part in the challenge. It could be The Drowned World. So I am very keen to read this. So it's a very strong possibility. But also I took this out of the library. It's a very famous book, Chinua Achebe's Things Fall Apart. So I was kind of intrigued, and I thought I'd get out of the library, see what it's like, and that's got 15 letters, so that could be a candidate as well. So maybe I'll read both of them, I don't know. Let's see how we get on in March. But those are the 2 possibilities I'm thinking about for the Read Good challenge from Ben Reads Good. So a couple of other things I'd like to read. So I do want to read Service Model by Adrian Tchaikovsky. Once I find it, I was going to show it up in the video, but I can't find it. But I did have it in my hand recently, so I'm sure it's somewhere quite sensible. But Service Model I want to read. And Dave, if you're watching this, if you're ready to read this, I am definitely going to be reading that this month. And also, I want to read the latest book from Hiromi Kawakami, because I've been championing her on my channel loads, and I really want to read this one. I think, well, I've really liked everything I've read by her, and I've read most of what she's done, or certainly most of what she's released over here. There's only this one and one other one, I think, that I haven't read. So, yeah, I really want to read that. The Third Love by Hiromi Kawakami. Also, I found a book. It's a modern classic. It's part of the Penguin Modern Classics. And I found this book. I'd never heard of it before. And I was really intrigued. I need to get my glasses. I was really intrigued by the cover first, and then the plot. The Hearing Trumpet is what it's called, by Leonora Carrington. Never heard of Leonora Carrington, never heard of The Hearing Trumpet, but I was what's the word? Beckoned over by the Modern Penguin Classics format. This was second hand, and then I thought, well, I don't know this one. I'll have a look at the back. And it says at the top, one of the most original, joyful, satisfying, and quietly visionary novels of the 20th century. And that's from Ali Smith, who also does an introduction. So this is what it says at the back. One of the first things 92-year-old Marion Leatherby overhears when she's given a hearing trumpet is her family plotting to commit her to an institution. Soon she finds herself trapped inside a sinister retirement home where the elderly must inhabit buildings shaped like igloos, endure twisted religious preaching, and eat in a canteen overlooked by the mysterious portrait of a leering abbess. But when another resident secretly hands Marion a book recounting the life of the abbess, a joyous and brilliantly surreal adventure begins to unfold. Written in the early 60s, The Hearing Trumpet remains one of the most original and inspirational of all fantastic novels. And then there's a quote about at the bottom from Louis Buñuel that says, "Reading the hearing trumpet liberates us from the miserable reality of our days." So that's kind of interesting, isn't it? Yeah, I really love the cover. I don't know if you see that. So yeah. So there we are. So that's definitely one I'm going to be potentially reading. Don't commit. You know what happened last time? But I wanted to talk about this. I found this book in Guildford Waterstones when I went down there, and I thought I'd splash out on it. I wanted to find something like this, and I was just captivated by it, and I can't wait to read it. And it's clearly a non-fiction graphic novel about climate change and about fossil fuels and about the history of how we've used different things to create energy, different types of fuel, and what the issues are. Lots of stats are in it. It's kind of two people talking, but with images to go with their conversation. It looks amazing. So it's called World Without End. And this is the kind of artwork you get. Oops. So there's a bit of philosophy, bit of history, bit of politics, some very current issues being discussed in World Without End. So I really want to read this. I'm really intrigued, and this could be something I could really love from what I've seen in it. This is the back, and I love that kind of illustrated style. It's just really inviting me in. So yeah, I'm going to read that as well. So those are some of the things I'm going to be looking at in March. So let me know what you think of those. And thanks for watching. Stay curious, everybody.